Hey there and welcome. Today we're going to master 4 super simple words that'll make your English sound way clearer, more natural, and just a lot more connected. They're kind of like the secret glue for your sentences. So let's dive right in.
Okay, so take a look at this. On the left, we've got 2 simple sentences. I like pizza, I like burgers. I mean, it's fine, but it sounds a little robotic, doesn't it? Now, check out the right side. I like pizza and burgers. See that? Hear how much more natural that flows? That one tiny word makes a huge difference. So, what are these powerful little words? Well, they're called conjunctions, and their job is really simple. They join 2 pieces of information together. You can think of them as a bridge between your ideas. Seriously, mastering these is the key to building better, more interesting sentences. So, where do we start? Let's kick things off with the most common one, the one you probably use every single day without even thinking about it. Let's talk about and. The rule for and is so simple. You use and to join ideas that are similar. Just think of it like a plus sign in math. You're adding one idea to another one that's just like it. It's all about addition. For example, I can swim and dive. Swimming and diving, well, they're both water activities, right? They're similar ideas, so we just connect them with and. It's smooth, it's simple, and it makes perfect sense. All right, so and is for similar ideas. Got it. But what happens when the ideas are different, or even total opposites? Well, for that, we need a different tool. Let's move on to our next word, but. The rule for but is just as clear. You use it to join opposite or contrasting ideas. Think of it like that not equal sign. When you use the word but, you're basically telling the listener, hey, get ready for a change, a surprise, or a difference. First, let's look at a sentence with and again, just to see the contrast. She can sing and dance. Okay, singing and dancing, both are performance skills. They're similar, so we use and. Everything's working together here. But now, check this out. I can sing, but I can't dance. You see what's happening? We have a positive idea, I can, and then a negative one, I can't. They're opposites, and but is the perfect word to connect those 2 conflicting ideas. Okay, so we've covered adding ideas with and showing opposites with but. Now what do we do when we've got choices or different options? This is where our third word, or, comes into play. So the main job for or is to present choices and possibilities. That slash symbol is a perfect way to think about it. It's this thing or it's that thing. Or is your go-to word for alternatives. You hear this all the time, right? Would you like tea or coffee? The question is giving you 2 options, 2 possibilities. You can have one, or you can have the other. Or is just the perfect word for this job. But hold on, or has another really important job. It's also used after negative verbs. You know, words like can't, don't, or hasn't. This is a super important rule to remember. For instance, he hasn't got a pen or a pencil. We use or here because that negative word hasn't applies to both things. It means he doesn't have the first one, and he also doesn't have the second one. So in negative sentences like this one, you connect the items with or. All right, let's get to our final and maybe the most powerful word for today. This is the word that answers the big question, why? Let's talk about because. The number one thing to know here is that because gives a reason. It connects a result with its cause. That arrow is the perfect visual. It shows the link from a situation straight to the explanation for it. Let's just break it down. Step 1, you have the situation. You need an umbrella. Okay, but why do I need one? Step 2 brings in our magic word, because. And then step 3 gives us the explanation. It's raining. See? Because is the bridge that connects the what to the why. Here's one more super clear example. They went home because they were tired. So what was the action? They went home. What was the reason? They were tired. Because connects that action and the reason into one complete logical thought. Simple. Okay, we've gone through the rules, we've seen the examples, but, knowing something isn't the same as actually doing it. The absolute best way to master these words is to use them. So now it is your turn to practice. You can try this right now. Seriously, pause if you need to, but try saying these sentences out loud. For breakfast, maybe it's, I had cereal and coffee. For your skills, I can drive, but I can't swim.
For your favorite movie, my favorite movie is The Avengers because I love action. Go on, give it a shot.
So there you have it. And, but, or, and because. 4 small words that do a really big job. They are absolutely essential tools for connecting your ideas and speaking so much more fluently. So my final question for you is this. What new ideas are you going to connect today? Thanks for tuning in.